are now listening to Lower Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Ha. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lower Road Radio.
Dad light, Doug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Dad light, Doug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, Doug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lower Road Radio.
Let's get it.
What? At Tanagra, when the walls fell, this is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lower Road Radio with my co-host, as always, Jason. How you doing today?
Fabulous.
Speaking of at Tanagra, when the walls fell,
Yes.
have you seen the preview, the trailer for Picard, the new TV show?
No, not yet.
It looks amazing.
Is it out? Is it out yet? Or
The
comes out?
trailer is. It
Okay.
comes out in 2020, the show.
Okay.
It's 2020. But they released a trailer for it, and it looks awesome. Like, awesome.
I want it to be good. Now, is it only the CBS All Access exclusive, whatever?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I probably.
That's the problem I have.
But
Because it's the
that's-
same thing with the other Star Trek episodes.
So
or series they did.
here's what Eric and I decided.
Okay.
That's- by the way, Star Trek Discovery, it's not worth it.
Okay.
But Eric and I made the decision. We're just going to wait for the whole season to finish.
Okay.
CBS Online is like $10 a month.
Get it for 1 month.
We're going to pay $10,
binge it.
watch it, and
Yeah.
then get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's worth $10 for me.
Well, that's what we did.
I'm not going to do it the whole time and then watch it every week.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about that.
Have you seen
Data
this?
is in it.
You okay?
7 of 9 is in it.
Okay.
It's Borg related.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'm very excited.
Have you seen the new Disney Plus stuff?
I know.
It's exciting.
It is very exciting.
So
now, are they going to have am I going to be able to watch every Marvel movie
Yes.
on this app?
Yes, but they have a contract with Netflix for a handful of movies that will cycle on and off.
So they'll
So,
either
like-
be on Netflix or Disney Plus. So if I have both, then I'm fine.
Yes. So
Okay.
like Ragnarok, Thor Ragnarok is on Netflix.
Yeah.
That will cycle off. When it cycles off, Disney Plus will have it. But then Netflix still has future contract stuff for things like Iron Man 3 or something where
Yeah.
it might cycle back on again. But when that contract is up, Disney Plus will have it all.
And I will be able to watch every Marvel movie in order.
Everything. Yes.
Every Star Wars movie.
Everything.
Every Disney movie.
Yes,
Every
eventually.
Pixar movie.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes.
They're not going to just limit it and bring it back. And
No, they're going to add to their catalog and create new content.
I know the new content
Yeah.
because The Mandalorian looks amazing.
It does look
They've
amazing.
already signed Ewan McGregor to do an Obi-Wan series.
Yeah.
And they've signed, apparently, it's not official yet, but the rumor is they've signed Donald Glover to do a Lando series.
Ooh, that'd
Yeah.
be good.
I know. I'm excited about it.
And listen, if they do it right,
I am listening.
It could be amazing.
Yes. Obviously, if they do it right, it could be amazing. And if they do it wrong, it won't be.
Well, that's not so obvious.
Well, The Mandalorian looks awesome. It's Jon Favreau. Also a writer on the show is Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah.
I don't think she's on the show. I think she's just involved in the making of it.
Right.
It looks awesome.
It really does. I'm excited.
There's also a rumor that there's going to be a backstory of what's the guy from Rogue One, the kind of Spanish guy that.
Oh yeah, I don't know his name.
There's a rumor that's going to be he'll have his own show too.
Okay.
The more the better.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So Disney owns something like 30% of Hulu. Mm-hmm. They're going to buy Hulu out,
Right.
and then they're going to try to gear. I think this is my understanding of what I've read. They're going to try to gear Hulu towards adult content.
Right.
That
And
whole
the
thing
Disney Plus will be family.
will be more family, kid,
Good.
whatever.
Good.
I think it's good, yeah.
It's
And so there
genius.
would be a package because they also own ESPN. Mm-hmm. They own half the world.
Yeah, it's the ESPN, Hulu,
ESPN
and
Plus,
Disney for
Disney Plus,
$12.99.
and yeah. I mean, why not?
Take my money.
Please.
Well, that's
so on
not what-
ESPN, do you have ESPN Plus?
No, I right now have YouTube TV.
Okay, so I have YouTube TV kind of. I'm getting it from somebody else, but
It doesn't matter as long as you get it.
I also have ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
There's a ton of soccer on there.
Yeah.
There's a ton of soccer.
Yeah, but not Champions League.
The Italian league.
And
And
not Premier League, because
No,
NBC has a Premier
has
League.
that. And I watch that, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's just, there's just content. There's stuff to watch. Entertain me. Entertain me.
Take my money. Well, we didn't come here to talk about that.
What did we come to talk about?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Well, that could have been one of my 3.
Is it?
No.
What's your first thing?
My first thing, I'm excited about this because I think this could be really, 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 really good and fun. The Browns have signed Braxton Miller.
Okay.
Now, listen, his NFL stats to date are not impressive.
No.
He played 2 years. He's had some injuries.
Yes.
He's caught 34 passes altogether.
Yes.
Not impressive.
But
He's a stud athlete.
he is.
And he's an Ohio State Buckeye.
But was he injured in a way that you just
I
can't
think he'll be
come
fine.
back from?
No, he'll be fine.
Okay. All right.
Listen, he's going to be
All
fine.
right. All right.
And he's going to be fun to watch. I also think, I haven't heard this as a rumor, but I want it to be true. I think they should go sign Terrell Pryor. He had tremendous success in Cleveland, was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Like 1,000 yards receiving, 70 receptions, something like that. Went to Washington and kind of fizzled out a little bit. I mean, you get Terrell Pryor, Braxton Miller, Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham Jr.
You're going to be just fine.
You're going to be just fine.
But here's the thing. I have a prediction. Are you ready for this?
I don't know.
Browns, 5 wins.
No, it's going to be more than that.
That's my prediction. I just think
You're wrong.
anytime there's this much hype, it rarely lives up to it. In fact, it usually goes the opposite way. And it just feels like I was all on board the Browns train. You know me. I'm a Browns fan. I have been for a long time.
Oh, my gosh.
But anytime there's so much hype, it gets to a point where, like, no, it can't live up to it. And it's going to fail.
Okay, so listen. Harrison, we're watching the pregame the other day.
Yeah.
And these are the words that came out of Harrison's mouth, and I had to back him off the crazy train.
Yeah.
He said, man, I think Braxton Miller could be the next Tom Brady. And I said, whoa.
You mean
whoa.
not Braxton Miller. You mean
I'm sorry.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
He goes, I think Baker Mayfield could be the next Tom Brady. I'm like, whoa, stop.
This is the preseason.
We haven't even won one Super Bowl. Not one.
Haven't
Tom
even made it
Brady's
to
won
the
like
playoffs.
12.
Yeah.
So, like, this is not.
Right.
Listen, the Browns are awful. They have been for years.
So what's your prediction for wins?
9.
There'll be-
With a shot at the Central.
Okay.
9 regular season wins, maybe 10. I think that's over-under, my over-under.
I don't know. Anytime there's this much hype, it makes me nervous. It makes
The
me
Bengals
really
are not
nervous.
good. Pittsburgh's not good. I don't think Baltimore's good.
Listen, Pittsburgh is the St. Louis Cardinals. Do you know who's currently winning the Central? The St. Louis Cardinals.
They
Do you know
always
who
win the Central.
Wasn't supposed to win the Central? Who was supposed to finish like 4th? The St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah.
Why? Because they're the St. Louis Cardinals, and the Steelers are the Steelers, and the Steelers will be good.
Yeah.
The Browns are not good, and the Steelers are. This is a fact of life. The sun goes up in the morning, and it goes down at night.
Does
the
it?
Browns
Does
stink,
it?
and not
You
in
know what?
Alaska.
I think the
all
Earth
the time.
moves. I don't think the sun moves at all. Sun does not go up and go down.
Checkmate. All right, my first thing is so I was listening to a podcast this week or last week, and there's a button on my podcast app that can turn things to like make it faster or make it slower.
Okay.
And I discovered this on another podcast, and I thought that could be interesting to listen to our podcast faster or slower. So, as an example, this is our podcast if we had just drank like, I don't know, like
bunch of Red Bull.
7 shots of espresso.
Yeah.
So here it is.
Failed a drug test.
Okay.
It came back that he was pregnant.
Oh, I saw this.
Did you see the story?
Yeah, that's really funny.
He used somebody else's urine.
His girlfriend's. They said it was like a crazy way to find out that your girlfriend's pregnant.
Yes. How messed up is that?
Yeah, that is messed up.
I mean, it's messed up in so many ways.
You know, it's harder to fake a drug test than you might think. It's not just getting somebody else's pee. It's got to be
There's a
actually
temperature.
There's a specific
There's-
temperature.
yeah.
Because I took a drug test for when I used to do construction. I worked for my father-in-law, and I failed it not because I tested positive for anything, but apparently my pee temperature was not warm enough, and I was like, well, what am I supposed to do about that? And
Yeah.
they're like, well, we're gonna have to have you go again. I'm like, isn't it just gonna be the same thing?
So, That's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny. It's almost like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
It is an Alvin and the Chipmunks, but the thing I like about this app is that it doesn't seem to change the pitch. It just somehow
so like
they've
Alvin
got-
and the Chipmunks, when you speed something up, it really gets high pitched.
right, and then like when in other things when you slow it down, it goes like this. Well, this doesn't. It just slows it down. So what it sounds like is that you and I just got back from the dentist, and they just like accidentally gave us twice as much laughing gas as we should have gotten
So you're talking if you slow it down.
if you slow it down, which is what you're about ready to hear right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that is messed up.
I mean, it's messed up in so many ways.
You know, it's harder to fake a drug test than you might think. It's not just getting somebody else's pee. It's got to be
There's
actually...
a temperature.
There's a specific
There's-
temperature.
Yeah.
Because I took a drug test for when I used to do construction. I worked for my father-in-law, and I failed it, not because I tested positive for anything, but apparently my pee temperature was not warm enough. And I was like, well, what am I supposed to do about that?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we're going to have you go again. I'm like, isn't it just going to be the same thing? You know? Like, well, you need to come out with it quicker. You were in there a little while. I'm like, what are you talking about?
It's like the ticking time bomb. As soon as you pee in the cup, you gotta rush out.
And then
with it.
here's the other thing is, while I'm sitting there, because it's just, they have like 3 little bathroom stalls
Yeah.
with toilets there.
Yeah.
And they got a bunch of people there, and the nurse or the whatever, she's not a nurse, whatever.
Pee doctor.
She has to come in and get it from you
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And she doesn't have to sit there with you while you do it.
Yeah.
But their policy is that the second time that you have to go,
They have to watch you pee. in
then
the
they
cup.
have to watch you pee to make sure you're not,
Yeah.
you know, which, fine, I can perform if somebody's watching me pee, that's not a problem. But the problem was when I got there in the morning, I was like, I need to get this over with because I need to go number 2, like, immediately. So I'm like, I'm in a hurry, and I go there, and I do the thing, ba-ba, and they're like, sorry, this doesn't work. We're going to have you go again. And my first thought was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just...
What do you mean it doesn't work?
It was too cold. My pee was too cold.
The second
No, the
time.
first time it was too cold.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll go back in. And my first thought was like, I guess I'm just going to have to do this. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to poop in this room, but I will if I have to. And she was like, but the second time a nurse has to be in there with you. I'm like, what?
Just so that you know, I'm gonna sit on the toilet. You can still watch me pee, but
And then I
there's
was
gonna
like-
be some other stuff happening.
I was like, can I go and come back later? They're like, no, you can't. That's the whole thing. Like, you have to do this now.
So anyway, I think you get the idea. I don't have anything to say other than that was a lot of fun for me to listen to that. And it's crazy how much we sound like we're just completely wasted.
Yeah.
All you have to do is slow us down. We sound like absolute idiots.
I think full speed we sound like idiots too, but
You slow it down even more. So
I mean, it just makes it more evident.
I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. So that's my first thing.
I'm crying right now.
That was really funny.
Oh my gosh.
What am I supposed to do about
Just
that?
to let you know, you can still sit there and watch me, but some other stuff's gonna happen.
It's fine. I could perform. It's no problem.
What do you mean your pee was too cold?
It's the temperature. Because it sounds like we're trying to think of the word. Yes. Like we can't. It's really funny. All right. What is your second thing, Jason?
Okay, so this is confirmed that our cell phones are spying on us.
Yes, we've talked about this.
Yes, I've got more confirmation. So I have not thought about Long John Silver's
Oh, man.
ever.
Okay.
Like, I mean, 30 years, right?
Sure.
I mean, forever.
In college, there was a Long John Silver's close to the
thought that was like a
apartment.
Captain D's or something.
There was a Captain D's as well, but there was a Long John Silver's.
Okay. I don't remember that. But,
Yeah.
I mean, it's been forever.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about it. Never have I ever searched in a Google search
Long John Silver's.
Long John Silver's.
Why would you?
Why would you, right?
Obviously.
Okay, so at work the other day,
Mm-hmm.
in shot of me, I have my phone like in my pocket, and one of the guys say, "Hey, we're switching it up today. We're going to go to Long John Silver's for lunch. Mm-hmm. Do you want anything?"
Yeah.
I said, "No, that's okay," because
Yeah.
I'm trying to intermittent fast keto
Sure.
stuff, so I don't eat any
Long John
lunch.
Silver's also not a great keto place because everything's breaded.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. I mean, I don't care. That's not the point.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I know it's hard not to think about me not trying to talk like I'm drunk, but whatever.
Whatever. So that afternoon, 2 hours later, I'm on break, or it was right after work. I'm flipping through Facebook.
Yeah.
A Long John Silver ad pops up in my newsfeed.
Coincidence?
No, not a coincidence. They're spying on us.
I have no memory of seeing a Long John Silver's ad.
I've
ever.
never seen a Long John Silver's
I
ad.
had no idea they had any internet presence at all.
Well, apparently they do.
And they're listening to you.
And they're listening
or
to me.
Facebook's listening to you.
Now, here's the ad. This is actually a pretty good deal, I think. On Sunday, like, it makes me, like, now I think I might go to Long John Silver's.
It works.
It does work. So Sunday,
Yeah.
every Sunday,
Yeah.
they have a all-you-can-eat buffet.
At Long John Silver's?
Yes.
In
It's
Marion?
only $7.99.
All you can eat what?
Like fish and stuff.
Now that I want to slow down.
Like
All you
fish
can eat
and
what?
stuff.
I don't know, like fish and stuff? Okay.
Listen, $8.
Well, the greater point is that we should all throw our cell phones into a well. And
Well, it's a two-parter. This is a two-sided coin. A, they're spying on us. B, I think we should go to Long John Silver's on Sunday.
okay.
It's only $8.
I like I've not had Long John Silver's.
I like
I know, I
Long
can't help
John.
it. I've not had Long John Silver's probably for, I don't know, 15 years.
Yeah, it's been at least that long. Maybe longer for me. 25 maybe.
But I think I like it.
I think I like it. I mean, it's just
I-
fresh, right?
I remember liking Captain D's.
Well, that was a step above.
It was. All right.
Now, listen.
I'm listening.
Listen. Long John Silver's oftentimes is dual with a
A&W.
A&W. I've been to A&W many, many times.
Come on, what are we talking about?
It's A&W.
Of course. I
So-
like A&W.
I love A&W.
I've never been to the one here.
Me neither.
I drive by it every day, probably
There's a-
5 times a day.
Is Stewart's root beer a thing outside of Marion?
I don't know.
So, like, my daughter loves root beer. She loves ice cream.
Yeah.
I'm going to take her over to Stewart's because that's like a
Yeah, they
iconic
make
thing.
their own root beer.
Yeah,
there.
it's great.
They make it on site.
I
It's
remember-
foamier.
Yeah, when we were kids, I remember Dad taking us there and not liking it.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean,
except
it was
I
kinda-
didn't
it was
like
a
root beer
fun-
floats. But Dad would order us root beer floats because he couldn't stand.
Well, when you go to Stewart's, that's what you get, a root beer
no,
float.
listen. When you go anywhere with Dad, he's just going to order for you. That's what he does.
That is true.
I never remember once like ordering for myself as a child.
Yeah.
It's
In
just-
the car, and drive-through, he doesn't turn around and say, hey, what do you guys want?
He just
We were coming through McDonald's on the way home one time from church on a Sunday afternoon.
yep.
And as we're driving through,
And
it's,
the listener should be aware. We never went through McDonald's.
No.
Like or
No.
anything like
or
that.
anything like that.
Yeah.
No, we went home and had bologna. sandwiches.
Yeah, we did.
So we're driving home. Dad swings through McDonald's. It's just you, me, and him in the car.
And
the
you
three
and
of
I
us.
in the backseat look at each other like, what the heck?
Like, why is Dad going to McDonald's?
This is exciting.
I think Mom was sick, and he realized he was on the hook for lunch.
Yeah.
So he pulls through McDonald's, and he goes to this, the
Mm-hmm.
order speaker, and he goes, "I'll take 6 Big Macs."
Yep.
And he orders it.
Yeah.
We all had 2 Big Macs.
And you know what I didn't like?
Big Macs?
Yeah. And you know what I ate 2 of without complaining?
Big Macs.
Yep.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Now, listen, I like Big Macs.
Yeah.
It was fine for me.
I like them now.
If I did it now with my kids, they would lose it. I don't want that. Tough, starve.
Tough. Yeah. Yep.
Right? How did this happen? How did we create a whole line of pansies?
I don't know how you created a line of pansies.
Gideon, if I pull through, I go through the drive-through.
Yes.
This might actually lead on to your next point.
Okay.
Maybe, maybe not.
I don't know.
I don't know. The pansy thing.
Uh-huh.
We pull through the drive-through. And I get Gideon. McDonald's, you have to order a cheeseburger with no cheese, like a hamburger or a Burger King. There's no option for a hamburger.
It's just cheeseburger, no cheese.
Cheeseburger, no cheese.
Yeah.
Every time they put cheese on it, and Gideon cries, like, just eat the cheese. I don't
Yeah.
like cheese. But you eat pizza.
Yeah.
It's on pizza. It's
Yeah.
cheese. Just eat it. So what do? I take it in,
Wow.
and they make a new one.
Wow.
Yeah. So what's your next thing?
Now, I feel like this is controversial. We don't need to dwell on it too long. But there's this thing that people talk about.
Yes. What is this thing?
It's a perception that people possess.
A possession.
A possession? Did I say possession? It's an ability that people have.
A skill set.
A skill set. And it is commonly, I can come up with this, referred to as gaydar.
Gaydar.
As in, you can sense when a person is batting for the pink team, as they would say. Now, do we want to offend anybody? We're not going out of our way to offend anybody.
I mean, it happens naturally. We don't have to try.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think as a society, we've all just become a little too PC. Okay?
Yeah.
So let me just get that out of the way. One of the greatest comedies of all time was The Office, and Steve Carell said that they couldn't even make The Office today because everything's so PC, and that was like 10 years ago. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, if you're offended by this conversation, that's fine.
My
You just-
guess is,
Yeah.
if you're offended by this, you already don't listen
you probably
to the show.
don't listen to it.
Yeah.
So, but I realized the other day that my son has no gaydar at all.
His gaydar's broken.
His gaydar's broken, or it wasn't installed.
He's never had it yet.
Yeah, because I watched Braveheart with him for the first time. So it's the first time he's ever seen not only Braveheart, but any movie like this. And he was like super into it. He loved it.
Yeah.
And like he asked me like the next day, he's like, "Who do you think would win in a fight, William Wallace or Aragorn from Lord of the Rings?" So I was like,
Okay.
Aragorn. He's half elf. So, but anyway, so he loved the movie, and we're talking. I was like, "What was your favorite scene?" His favorite scene was when William Wallace went into the town and killed all these people. He's like, "Yeah, that one part right there." I was like, I liked it. I liked it. I always thought it was funny when the king like threw the prince's like gay boyfriend out of the window. I always
yeah.
thought that was funny,
Yeah.
And Levi was like, "What? And I was like, like the
Yeah.
prince, the king's
Yeah.
son, who's gay, like he's got the
Yeah.
He's like, "Wait a minute, he was gay?" And I was like, "Are you serious? Like, how do you not know? Like
Right.
anybody that's ever seen Braveheart,
Yeah.
in the first scene,
Yes.
this guy's batting for the pink team.
That's right.
right." And Levi, it was
Because
like
he's got his handmade.
yeah, and
guy.
they make the statement like
Yeah.
he can't impregnate his wife
Yeah,
or
yeah,
he
yeah.
won't. And
Like,
he
they
does-
basically say everything about it, except they don't use the word gay.
yeah, he's always walking around with like fixing like people's robes, and he's like
Yeah.
doing they did everything except for like open the scene by saying, "And the king had a son who was a homosexual." You know what I
Right.
mean? Like they
Right.
just, it was obvious. It was the most obvious. Like you don't have to have any developed kind of gaydar at all.
No.
None.
Yeah.
So it just completely blew me away. And it's not like Levi doesn't know gay people exist. You know what I mean? Like he was completely
I'm
unaware.
doing the white guy blinky thing
Yeah.
to you.
He was like, "Really? Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a big portion of the movie. Were we watching the same thing?
I just couldn't believe it. But I will say Braveheart holds up. Still a great movie.
It is a great movie.
I've not watched it for a while.
One of my favorite scenes is when the guy, throws the huge rock at him and he doesn't move, and then Mel Gibson,
that's pretty great.
Throws a little rock
at his
back.
face. Yeah, it's a great movie. I mean, the music holds up.
Yeah.
The cinematography, the battle scenes are crazy bloody. I mean, like, jeez.
Mel Gibson is like that character because it's the same as The Patriot.
Yeah, The
and
Patriot is
Patriot. I love that movie.
Yeah, that's the one we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch The Patriot and Gladiator.
I think I like. Okay, as far as Mel Gibson movies, I think I like Patriot better
Oh,
than Braveheart.
shut up! Stop. No,
Listen, it's
stop.
America.
Yeah, it's not as good as Braveheart.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
Aim
you.
small, miss small.
It's a great
They
movie.
killed his
It's
son,
not as good as
and he
Braveheart.
goes and basically destroys
Braveheart.
the whole English army
No, listen.
by himself. He liberated
The
America.
Patriot is Braveheart light. It's not as good.
You're wrong.
It's a great movie, but it's not as good.
Listen, Patriot on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best movie ever.
Yeah.
It's like a 9.5, and Braveheart is like a 9.25. I mean, it's
Wow.
close. Patriot's
I've
better.
never disagreed with you more on something. Never. This is astounding.
And honestly, I might like it slightly better than Gladiator.
The Patriot?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Like,
Listen, Russell Crowe is
might
great.
disagree.
I like Russell Crowe. I like The Gladiator.
yeah.
But
I mean, I get that. There's no way The Patriot's better than Braveheart. Braveheart is the gold standard of Mel Gibson movies. It's Braveheart. I won't have it. I won't even agree to disagree.
The Patriot is so good.
It's a great movie. I'm not saying it's not a
Okay,
great
listen,
movie. I'm saying
listen.
Braveheart is better.
Okay, don't have this conversation with your son yet. Let him
Watch
watch
The
both,
Patriot.
and then just
All right?
ask him
Okay,
which one
I'll
did you
do
like
it.
better.
I'll totally do it.
Okay.
Fair. All right, what's your third thing?
My third thing is this. So I'm not a huge XFL fan.
Okay. I don't know
I'm just-
any. I've never met somebody that is, but
Well, I want to.
have you ever met somebody that's like, oh yeah, I can't wait to watch
Well,
the
it's
New
coming-
England Revolution?
Well, so here's the thing.
I think that's a soccer team.
Possibly, I don't know. Seattle Sounders, is
I
that
don't know.
soccer? I actually, given the choice, the NFL or the XFL, like from scratch, I think
Yeah.
I would try to lean towards the XFL. Like if I
Sure.
wasn't invested,
Sure.
just because I hate these NFL.
But you're a Browns
everybody.
fan, you can't help it.
I can't help it.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch the Browns, and I'm probably not going to watch the XFL. But there's a bunch of XFL teams that I think have stupid names.
Oh, they're always stupid names.
So
Yeah.
I just want to see if we can rename them
Okay.
to where maybe they make a little
Better,
bit more
like
sense
geographical
or better.
sense.
Just something.
All right. I'll be
Okay.
good at this.
Yeah, well, I figured this was right up your alley. So let's start with the LA Wildcats.
Well, obviously, Wildcats is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, and it's the most overused high school mascot ever.
Yeah.
The Wildcats. There's so many Wildcats,
And I don't
and
know.
a generic Wildcat.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. Stop. So Los Angeles. When you think Los Angeles, you think Hollywood.
Yes.
The ocean is there.
Now, isn't this where they found like the tar pits, like with the saber-toothed tigers and all the stuff in?
I don't know that. I'm not sure.
Okay.
To be honest with you.
I feel like maybe.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you could call it the Bears.
Why the Bears?
Well, California, like the
LA
state,
Bears, Southern
the
California.
state flag of California is a bear,
Yeah,
but
that's
I guess
Northern
Southern
California,
California.
yeah.
All right, the L.A. Tacos, the L.A.
You said you're going to be good at this.
I know. I thought I was going to be good at it until I said it.
The beach, the surfers,
The Surfers,
the LA surfers.
the Tide, the L.A. I don't know. I just
Well, okay, what about sharks? LA Great Sharks, LA Sharks, LA
Sharks, orcas.
Killer Whales,
Killer-
LA Killer Whales,
That's better than what was yours?
Wildcats.
Wildcats. No,
It's
that's
not
dumb.
Wildcats, right? It
No,
can't
it's
be-
definitely not Wildcats.
No, it's definitely not Wildcats.
I mean, even if you're going to pick a feline, you pick mountain lion before you pick a wildcat.
Yeah, but LA's not in the mountains.
Yeah, you're right. All right,
I
give
thought
me
you
another
said
one.
you'd be good at this.
Give me another one.
Okay.
This is just unfortunate.
Houston Roughnecks. So this
Roughneck-
is like oil rig.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah. And listen, Texas oil,
Yeah,
I get that.
yeah,
But Houston, like the Oilers,
yes.
like they kind of even
oh, sure.
got their logo even. It looks like an oil
Oh,
rig.
really?
Like the
Yeah.
Houston Oilers,
Yeah.
Houston Roughnecks. I just feel like that was a cheap way out.
So when I think Houston, I'm probably thinking about Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, is there another name for a cowboy other than a cowboy?
Well, you got the Dallas Cowboys.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So, but can you give them another name?
So I know the Alamo was not in Houston,
That was San Antonio.
San Antonio, but I mean, it's a couple hours away.
Wait a minute. I got it.
The Daniel Boones.
You know what I think of when
Davy
I think
Crockett's.
of Houston?
What?
I think of Dr. Nalzarden.
Ooh.
So
You could have easily lost 30 pounds this
30
month.
pounds. You could have easily lost 30 pounds this month. Yeah, I think so. I think it's the Houston 600 pounders.
Houston Fatties.
The Houston 600 pound life. The Houston
Okay.
Tonners.
The Houston Half Ton.
Houston half ton. There it is.
There it is, the Houston Half Ton.
And Dr. Nalzarden is your.
Offensive line coach.
I was going to say mascot, but all right.
Okay, Dallas Renegades.
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 How about the Dallas Grassy Knolls?
Oswald's.
The Dallas Second Shooters.
Ooh.
Because there was a second shooter. He's
On
the
the
one
grass- yeah.
that did the damage. So it's the. I mean, he's way more menacing than Oswald. So the Dallas Second Shooters.
Dallas Second
Or
Shooter.
the second gunman. Is it
The gun. Let's just call it the Dallas Gunman.
That's good, actually. Except in today's hypersensitive
No,
society.
yeah, that would not fly.
Yeah. What's the word for like
Holster.
He's a but he's
Quick
like
shot.
No, it's like a
Fast draw. Showdown. Shoot off.
There's a word. There's a name. He's a free, like a free shooter. Like a
Quick draw.
I don't know. I can't think of it. I like the gunman actually.
Okay, the Dallas Gunman.
Yeah.
Okay. Not politically correct. I'm okay with that.
We don't care.
St. Louis Battlehawks.
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 What's a battlehawk?
I don't know what a battlehawk
It sounds
is.
like a helicopter.
St. Louis.
I think of beer because the Anheuser-Busch factory is
Yes.
there. It's the middle of the country. It's Missouri. It's the Show Me
Mississippi
state.
River.
It's on the Mississippi River.
Right? St. Louis. Mississippi River.
I don't know why I'm questioning that. Now that
It
you're
is,
saying
right?
it.
Doesn't the Mississippi River run right up through St. Louis?
Of course it does. Are you kidding?
As you look it up on Google. I'm almost positive. So what? I mean, it could be like St. Louis catfish.
Catfish?
I don't know.
It is on the Mississippi River.
That's what I thought.
I was sure of that until you said it. St. Louis. What do I think of when I think of St. Louis? The Arch
It's a gateway to the west.
Gateway.
St. Louis Gateway.
I don't know.
Boy, this is not as easy as I thought it was going to be.
Maybe we shouldn't have been so critical. What are they now?
The Battlehawks.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
I feel like if I knew more about any specific region, I could do a better job. Because I remember coming up with a perfect name for the New Orleans, what now has become the Pelicans, which was not a good name. There was
Swamp
like
Apes.
What's that? Swamp Apes. Yeah, but there was like a more local name for it, like the
Yeah.
Rochambeau or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That was the way to go.
Oh, they totally missed the mark on that one. Okay, just a couple more and we'll be done. Tampa Bay Vipers.
Vipers?
Vipers. I don't see that at all.
Yeah. The Buccaneers is good for Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers is pretty good.
That's one of the better ones because, like, it's a bay. It's already you're already thinking about water in the name of the city.
That's right.
Is it Tampa Bay or is it Tampa?
Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay Vipers. Vipers and Tampa Bay, to me,
I don't
they
think
don't go
Vipers.
together.
I feel like it has to be water related.
Absolutely.
Don't you think so?
Yeah. So Tampa, like the Stingrays is baseball.
Yeah.
Right? Buccaneers is football.
Yeah.
They don't have basketball.
I mean, the Hurricanes is good. Miami, like
Yeah.
you think about,
Florida.
Yeah.
Florida Hurricane.
Yeah.
It's pretty generic.
Yeah. Wow.
Now, like Black Panthers.
Wait a minute.
What?
What if you go historical, and he's like Ponce de Leon,
Ooh.
like the Fountain of Youth?
Okay. I like where you're going with that.
You know what I mean?
Conquistadors.
Ooh, I like the Conquistadors.
The Tampa Bay Conquistadors.
That's good. That's good.
That's what it is.
That's really good.
Okay. The Washington Defenders. The
Now, is
DC
this state?
Defenders.
No, this is DC.
DC Defenders.
Defenders?
Defenders.
I think this is one of the easier ones we've ever done.
The Patriots.
I was going to say the Trumps.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm totally on board with this. The DC Trumps.
Your color is orange. Like your team colors
Orange
are orange.
helmets.
Right?
Yeah.
This is, done.
It's
What's
a
next?
home run.
Yeah.
Game over. Okay, I can't read the city on this one. Oh, New York Guardians.
Guardians?
Guardians.
Guardians?
The logo looks like a weird gargoyle.
Okay.
I don't know why they did New York Gargoyles.
Gargoyle. That's it.
That
It's
would
gargoyle.
be better than a guardian.
Yeah. By the way, whatever your logo is, that should be your mascot, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, so last one, Seattle Dragons.
Seattle Dragons.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't hate it.
It's
You
not
don't
the
see a lot
worst
of dragons.
one. You don't, there's not a lot of dragons.
No, I feel like you're missing an obvious alliteration. Seattle Seahawks, right? Sounders, Seattle Sea Dragons. See, Sea Dragons would make more sense. The Seattle Sea Dragons.
Yeah. Is there another name
Not
for a
she
sea
dragon.
dragon?
She dragon. Like female dragons.
Loch Ness.
Nessie. Well, so if you go the alliteration route, like New Orleans Nessies.
That would be good.
Just something.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so that was my...
Turns out I'm not as good at that.
No, I thought that was going to...
I thought that was going to be like the best segment we ever did.
No, it
Bottom 5%?
Bottom 5%,
yeah.
for sure, yeah.
All right, so this week, your son was sitting down at my house getting ready to go to school.
I have multiple sons.
In the kitchen, Harrison.
Okay.
And I don't even know what was the discussion that led up to this. And I said something about like playing with the stick. Something about like you're a kid like as a toy. And Harrison's like, I've never played with this stick before. I said, Harrison, that's ridiculous. Of course you played with a stick. Everybody's played with a stick before.
Yeah.
You were 4 years old. You picked one up and you pretended it was a sword. Like, you've definitely played with a stick. He's like, well, maybe once. And I was like, no, like at least 50 times you've played with the stick.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking about the universality of playing with the stick. I think every culture all over the world that has access to sticks, kids used sticks as toys. And so what I want to come up with is the primitive toy Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
So a stick.
And stones.
Stones would be the other one.
Yeah,
right?
sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones. Like, as long as there have been children, they've been playing with sticks and stones. Like, even today, if you don't have anything else, you can pick up a stick, you pretend it's a sword, and you hit each other with it.
Yeah.
Like the other day when we were at Mohican, and Abby and I were sitting there, and we had nothing to do because we were waiting for the other ones, we were picking up rocks, and we were throwing them at a tree, trying to hit the tree, and that was a game.
Yes.
Right? So sticks and stones,
Those are
your two primitive, right? Do you have anything else?
Well, I mean, you just sprung this on me. Give me a minute.
I had another one. I was going to say water.
Yeah,
You
splashing
play-
water.
Yeah. I mean, you're either like
Bucket of water.
you're throwing it on one another. You're doing something. Water as a toy.
Water as a toy. Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
Well, because I mean, if you also include, like, you could. What if you floated a stick on the water?
Now,
That's a double decker.
That's a double decker right there.
What if you built a little stick raft and used stones as people?
Yeah.
On the water.
Triple decker?
Three birds with one stone.
So I feel like those sticks,
stones
and water.
Okay, so these are the natural elements. So you
these
got a
are
couple
things
more.
that cavemen could play with.
Dirt and fire are two other things.
Wow, fire.
Have you played with fire? I have.
Well, yeah, no, I mean,
Like, we sit around the fire pit and the kids play with the fire. They throw stuff in it.
fire's pretty good.
Fire's pretty good.
Now, dirt's pretty good too.
Dirt's
but
pretty good.
You need the water, I think, to make it more fun because then you can make
Mud.
You can form
but you could
stuff
also,
out of
like,
it.
a clunk of dirt, you throw it on the ground, it bursts up in the air, ninja vanish.
That's fun. That's
Yeah.
fun. Okay, bones.
Oh, that's kind of, like, dark.
Yeah.
Like, are we talking people bones?
No,
Or just
like,
bone bones?
Maybe you find a bone in the
Like a
woods.
chicken bone?
Yeah. I'm just trying to come up with more stuff here.
I think, bones have been around for as long as people have.
Yeah.
Maybe longer.
Maybe. I don't know.
I technically, biblically speaking,
Okay.
it has been longer.
All right. So, fire's pretty good. I was going to say poop.
as a toy.
You know it's
well, you know,
happened.
I think 3 of my kids pooped in the bathtub
And played with
and
it.
played with it as
Yeah.
a boat.
So
In fact, I think that happened in our house too when we were kids.
I'm sure it did.
Our sister pooped, log floating. You were playing with it as a boat.
One of us was.
Because I jumped out and ran to tell Mom that Dan's playing with poop.
Yeah.
And Mom came in and then immediately yelled at you and took us all out of the bathtub.
Listen, 13 was a strange age for me. Okay.
Poop is a good one, but it's not really a toy.
Yeah. It's not really. I mean,
It could be.
in a pinch, you pinch it off. I feel like
not really a toy.
I feel like the answer is sticks, stones, water, fire.
That's pretty good. Primitive toys.
Yeah. That even kids today play with those 4 things.
Honestly, those could also be primitive weapons.
All of them.
I mean, water the least of this, but Chinese water torture.
You know, or you boil water
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it's maybe one of your more dangerous weapons. So,
Not more dangerous than fire.
yeah, but you can't drop fire on somebody. Exactly.
You could drop them in fire.
Yes, I guess, but the fire still needs fuel, which would be wood. So,
I think stones might be the most dangerous.
wait a minute. I got another submission that I
Okay.
just thought of. Dog.
As a toy?
It's kind of like a toy.
Is it a thing? Primitive?
I mean, dogs
primitive
have been
to-
around for a long time.
That is true. Probably longer than people.
Yeah. I think our other list is pretty good.
Dirt. Is this the Mount Rushmore of primitive toys?
It might also be the Mount Rushmore of primitive weapons, which might say something. I mean, I think that-
Toys and weapons are, yeah, I mean,
I think
it's
I
pretty
think
much the
there's
same thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because you put the stone on the end of a stick, you make a spear. You know, like
That is true.
I did not think of the crossover possibility of this, but I don't think we've ever made 2 Mount Rushmores in one shot like that. But
They're
I
the
can't
same,
think of a
and they're
better
the
one.
same.
I mean, you could
So
make
the
a
bones would be an obvious choice. You could sharpen a bone down to a point.
yeah, but a knife sharpened down. I mean, I'm sorry, a
rock.
stone sharpened down is even better.
That is true.
So, or a stick sharpened,
That is true.
water boiled, or used.
Well, all sorts of things, yeah.
Yeah, you can use water for all sorts of things. So, as a moat. I don't think we've ever made
A duel.
and didn't even mean to.
Man, that's a new challenge. Okay,
It's
next
2 for
week.
the price of 1.
Next week.
Oh, jeez. Now listen, we can't just make it up. Like this is legitimate. We can't just say that it would be. It only counts if it's like.
Let's see if we can find 4 things that belong on 2 Mount Rushmores. We almost did it in our last episode with comedians.
Yeah, but couldn't.
We couldn't pull the trigger. It was
But
a
the
couple
other
crossovers.
thing is, the crazy thing about this one is the TV comedians and movie comedians are very similar. Deadly weapons
And toys.
and child's toys.
That is true.
I mean, that's the
Completely-
crazy thing about this
completely
list.
different.
Yeah, you wouldn't think. You would think to put the other ones together. You know.
That is true.
Wow.
It's exciting.
This is exciting. Listen, we followed our worst segment.
With our best
With
segment
our best segment.
ever. I mean, unless it's chicken or fish. That was still...
It'll never get better than that. All right, Jason, what is your Netflix suggestion of the week?
So my Netflix suggestion of the week is actually found on Netflix. It's called Rim of the World. It is a Netflix original. It is the story of 4 kids that end up going to like a summer camp.
Seems like I saw a thing about it. Does it feel like they're kind of trying to do a Stranger Things thing?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, it doesn't have that feel at all.
That's
But
when I saw it. That's what I thought.
no, I would not even put it in that category at all.
Okay.
So these 4 kids go to summer camp. While they're at summer camp, aliens come down, invade the world.
Right.
People
right,
are dying.
Right. Right.
And they have a chance to save the world by returning this key to some NASA base that will destroy the aliens.
What is the time period?
Like now.
Okay.
So it's on the side of, I mean, there's some jokes that are a little bit older. I watched it with my older 2 kids, and they laughed. They thought it was funny.
Okay.
Harrison thought it was too busy and not enough story.
Okay.
I'm just giving you his
That's the
impression
official
of it.
review.
I think it was okay, though. I mean, it was a solid B,
Rim
B plus
of
movie.
the world.
Yeah. It's fun to watch with the kids. The older kids, not the younger ones.
Right. Okay.
It was funny, interesting.
My Netflix suggestion of the week is not something that you would, it's not appointment viewing, but some things you just want on in the background.
I love background stuff.
Because you're doing the dishes or something like that. And this is just a nice thing to have on in the background. And it is the Andy Griffith Show.
Yes.
It's great.
Yeah, so what do you watch it on?
Netflix.
Okay.
And, I turned it on the other day. I don't know why, because the kids were arguing, I think, about what to watch. So I just said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to watch the Andy Griffith Show. And I turned it on. And everybody left, but I stayed there, and I enjoyed it.
They left it in black and white, right?
Yes.
Listen, I am anti going back and coloring these old black and white shows.
I couldn't agree more.
Sometimes they do it, and it bothers me.
It's stupid, and it looks way worse.
It does look way worse.
It's not just the nostalgia reasons that I like it. It's the fact that trying to make it colored just makes it way worse. Now, actually, there's new technology that they can actually do it really well now. But back when...
like in the late 80s, early 90s when they try to color those things.
Like, there's a great Netflix documentary, I think it's Netflix, called World War II in Color. And they've gone through and turned all of the old footage and made it like HD in color. And it actually looks amazing. I mean, you would have no idea.
Yeah.
But, in general, I agree with you. All right. That's a show.
Yeah, it's called Laura Road Radio.
Like it wherever you can. Subscribe to it wherever you can. Download it wherever you can.
Write reviews.
Write comments and reviews wherever you can.
Yes.
Share it with your friends. Shout it from the rooftops. We've said this before, and I cannot be more clear about this. Okay?
Is this a 10-episode challenge?
We need this.
Oh. No, the 10-episode challenge is
10
great.
10-episode challenge. If you didn't like this episode, the challenge is listen to 10 episodes.
Yes.
If you still don't like it after 10 episodes, we would kindly ask you to listen to 10 more, okay? And if you still don't like it after 10 more,
you repeat the process.
We just try it one more time, you know? And if after 10, if you've done that 10 times and you still don't like it, I mean, at least like it and comment and subscribe to it, because what does it matter to you?
That's right.
We just need those downloads. We don't, honestly, put it on in the background, make your dog listen to it. Just
if you listen to it in twice the speed, could you listen to twice as many episodes?
Twice the speed, yes, she could. Yeah.
See, that would be something
So we
to do.
would encourage you to listen to it at twice the speed. That would be encouraged.
Yeah, because you could listen to twice as much.
You might not enjoy it as much as actual speed.
No.
But this is about getting through it.
This is for us, not for you.
This is like eating your vegetables. Just get through it.
Just get through
it. It's
it.
good for you.
Yeah.
Well, it's good for us. All right, there it is. This is Dan signing off for Jason, reminding you to always keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog.
Thank you.